Hello and welcome. This is Chris from England with a new British English accent training lesson. One thing I want to mention right at the beginning is that I know I call these British English accent training. I'm aware that I'm not doing specifically much accent training at the moment, but I don't see the point because I did a lot before. I will do a lot in the future. As I'm making so many, I think it will be too boring if I only do that, so I'm mixing it up a bit, but I realise that it's not specifically accent training. Today then I want to look at some really useful words and expressions, and the main thing to note about this is that I'm quite certain that a lot of them are specifically British English, therefore if you're speaking to Americans they might not understand. They might do, I don't know, but possibly not. I have greetings, farewells, don't worry, bits about weather, a few Britishisms and then miscellaneous expressions. Lots to go through, and as a native Briton I'm sure that this will be useful for you. I hope it will. Let's get going then. Greetings, you probably know this already, and farewells, but I thought I'd go over it, more revision. Different ways you can say it, mainly informally. How are you is the main one, of course. How are you? How's it going? How's it going? What's up? That is normally used if there's some kind of problem, but you can use it anyway. What's up? What's new? What's new? How are you keeping? How are you keeping? What's going on? What's going on? Farewells, ways to say goodbye. See you later, or see you. Now what happens because we say it very fast, the U gets shortened to a Y sound. See you later, see ya. You can even say later. Have fun. Cheers for now, or cheers. In a while. In a while. In a bit. In a bit. Take care. Take care. Different ways to say don't worry. If you're studying English, I'm sure you and your friends often get stressed about it. You can use these different ones instead of saying don't worry all the time. It's all right. It's all right. Take it easy. Take it easy. Chill out. Chill out. Calm down. Calm down. Stay calm. Stay calm. That's okay. That's okay. Never mind. Never mind. Weather. Here are some British English vocabulary to describe the range of weather that we experience here. I did a visual thing the other week, and please see in the description for many links to the more extensive lessons on my website so that you can read more about some of the words. Freezing means it's very cold, like below 0 degrees the coldest. Freezing. Nippy. Nippy. Chilly. Chilly. Those both mean it is cold but not very. Balmy. Balmy means very warm. Toasty. Toasty. That means becoming rather hot. Boiling. Boiling means very hot. In the UK I think 25 degrees can classify as very hot. Boiling. Words. You know, we have some words here which I often write about. Extremely useful, can have different multiple meanings as well. They can be called British slang or Britishisms, actually. There's a website by the BBC, they did an article about it. Ain't. Ain't. This can substitute for have not and is not. So, I ain't American. I ain't a teenager. Two very common uses. I, excuse me, I, it means yes. Cheeky. Cheeky. This is a fun one we like to use to describe when someone is making jokes a little bit naughty but different from naughty, that kind of thing. So they are giving you some trouble but in a fun way. Cheers. Cheers. I mentioned it before. I think it has three main uses. One, as a toast, like we are celebrating some success, we say cheers when we press the glasses together. It can also mean thank you and goodbye. Two direct synonyms. Fine. This is one we use all the time here. How are you? I'm fine, thanks. And it is used in a variety of other ways, some of which I write about. If you click on the link by the word there in the description, you can read the extra things as well. But fine, we say it, especially how are you? I'm fine. It means good, okay, no problem. We love to use it. Grand. It can mean great, very good, but also it's a slang term for, it means £1,000. If I have 10 grand, I'm very lucky because I have £10,000. Keen is a verb and adjective to describe when you like something, and we use it a lot. I'm keen on something, or I'm keen. It means I like something. Loo, really important British slang, it means toilet. If you're here in the UK, you say, I need the loo, then everyone will understand. Reckon. Reckon. This is a synonym for something like believe or think. I reckon. Good one to express your opinion. Pretty. Pretty. It can refer to physical attractiveness, similar to beautiful. It is also a synonym for quite. Instead of saying something is quite, you can say something is pretty. We do that all the time as well. Finally, a really good one I like, rubbish. Rubbish. It's a slang synonym for very bad. A very useful word to use to describe things that you don't like or that you think are very bad. Rubbish. Now I have even more, and these are expressions, idioms almost. Not a happy bunny. If I'm not a happy bunny, it means that I'm disappointed, angry, or upset about something. Not my cup of tea. If something is not my cup of tea, it means that I don't like it. I really like those two expressions. I think they're good ones to use because they're quite typical in being British in that we are using a kind of mild way to say, oh, it sounds like we are, you know, slightly dissatisfied, but actually we can use those to say we really hate something or we really don't like it. See the glass half full or half empty? These are like philosophical things. If you see it half full, it means you are optimistic. If you see it half empty, it means you're more pessimistic. It's a metaphor. And remember to check the description for the list and for all the notes, the links to the more extensive lessons. All right. Similar to fine in many ways, but it has a variety of uses. You can use all right as a greeting. You say all right as a question. It means how are you? And all right means, you know, means fine, okay. There are a variety of uses for that. Now a tricky one. Not too bad, not too shabby. And it has two meanings, I think, and it depends on the emphasis. If I say, oh, that's not too bad, like that, or not too shabby, shabby is a slang synonym for bad, it means good. If I say, that's not too bad, for example, if I'm eating a meal and I say, oh, you know, that's not too bad, it means it's good. Honestly, it does. However, this is very important, if I stress the too, so say, well, that's not too bad, that actually means it's bad because I'm emphasizing the too, and so the meaning of that is that it is bad, but not as bad as we might have thought. Right, two very common words, nice, interesting. If you hear them, then there's always a chance that they're being meant sincerely. That's nice, that's interesting. So again, this is dependent on the tone of voice and the context. You have to always consider these things. However, if someone says, oh, that's nice or that's interesting, they might be doing it sarcastically to say, oh, that's boring, or I don't really like that. Especially interesting can be used to describe any situation which is different from expected. For example, oh, that party last night was very interesting. And you can guess what happened. That's sweet of you. Right. This one I thought of, it might be controversial, but it is common to hear girls say this. I think they say it to boys that, you know, the boy does something nice, but they are not that interested. So they use this word sweet. That's sweet of you. It's my opinion. Maybe people would disagree. And please see the visual. There's a link down there at the bottom. I've summarised some of these ones I've written myself. I think that will be useful for you to keep, to remember them. A few more though. Let's get cracking. People like this one. It means let's start, let's get going. Crack on. Crack on. This is slightly different from the above in that it is more to do with continue. It's can be substituted for continue. Let's get cracking, let's start, let's crack on. It can be used to mean let's start, but I think it also means let's continue, let's keep going. Plug away, another substitute for continue. If we plug away at something, we continue. Play it by ear. Now this one is quite common, but it confuses many people, understandably so. It means exactly, let's see what happens and modify our behaviour depending on the circumstances. Play it by ear. If someone asks me, what should we do later, and I don't know yet, I will say, let's play it by ear. And even more resources there at the bottom, links to two previous ones, my video lesson about British English translation guide. There was a very popular visual thing, what the British means, something like that. And another one, 10 British English words you need to know. I read through an article off EC English explaining 10 very useful British English words. I think we've had a long lesson today, but hopefully it was worth it. Many, many useful words and expressions which I hope you will learn. Please join us on the YouTube channel for more free lessons, as well as Facebook, Twitter and many other sites. The links are all in the description, please check them there, and there are many other things on the website. If you look on the right hand side, more resources for you to use. Please keep in touch in the coming weeks. I am preparing material you can subscribe for, which will have enhanced videos. I will let you know more about it at the time, but that will not be far away. But many thanks for watching today. I hope that this helped you out, and all the best for now. I will be back soon, so please keep in touch. Take care. I will see you next time.